mantiene il contrasto,
il dietro le quinte della laurea di pranzo.
E anche sulla terra a gauche.
È come pulirsi il culo con la
Guardate quanta eleganza in un solo uomo. Calze con le righe. Che vergogna. Per spegnere sempre il rosso. Abbiamo fatto un video.
Del lavoro è action scene, video effects, un po' come la docente relatore
riguarda la sceneggiazione, in generale non si effettua una scena in un film, in particolare una scena d'azione e soprattutto gli effetti speciali all'interno delle sceneggiazioni. Sogno poi, l'ho fatto perché è una mia passione, sogno sarebbe diventare regista, però è un po' utopico. Si spera che con le lingue magari io riesca ad arrivare a inserirmi in questo. So action scene with effects and compositing. First of all, to set up an action scene, we need a screenplay, a really detailed screenplay that describes almost everything inside our action scene, from the objects to use to the location. After that, we must fit our scene inside the location chosen. That usually is a previous set or a place similar to that described in the screenplay. After that, we can create our storyboard. The storyboard is a sequence of images or shots that sums up the entire story to visually see how the final production should be. The storyboard could be drawn, such as in this case, or filmed. And this is an example of a filmed storyboard. And if you want to add a scene in a storyboard without reshooting it, we can simply write in how the scene should be. And the example here this. Or if the action is static, use still images, such as in this case. Illumination is shooting. After that, we can begin shooting our action scene with some tools that usually we don't see, such as, for example, the camera dolly, used to have smoother camera movements inside the scene, and it usually moves by rally. Another tool used to have smoother camera movements is the Steadicam, with a weight at the bottom to balance the camera. And the Steadicam gives us more freedom of movement inside the scene. Lighting is extremely important because a bad lighting can make the difference between a homemade video and a professional video. We have two different kinds of lighting. The indoor lighting with 3 lights. The main light, the strongest one coming from one side of the scene. The fill light, a frontal fuse light, and the back light. On the top, coming from behind the characters to define the shapes and separate the characters from the background. In this case, it is we use a diffuser panel to soften the contrast of the fill light. And then we have the outdoor light, outdoor lighting. With the outdoor lighting, the object that is most used is the reflective panel. There are different colors for the reflective panel. It depends on the fact that we want. If you want a colder light, we will use the silver surface. If you want a warmer light, we use the golden surface. Or if you want only to soften the contrast, we will use the white one. But sometimes, also outdoor, some artificial lights are used, mainly in shaded areas. After that, we come to post-production. And the first step of post-production is the editing. And in this case, the clapperboard is really useful to the editor to keep his work organized, because the clapperboard identifies each scene with a number. And then we can begin and add our video effects. The most important one that is not properly video affected is the color correction. With color correction, we can achieve different cinematic looks. We can increase the contrast or the luminance. We can make the scene warmer or colder. It depends what we want. The green screen is the base for almost every video effect. It is used to cut off something from a scene digitally and put it into another scene. One of the effects that use the bullet time is that use the green screen is the bullet time. Strongly used in the effect The Matrix, in the film The Matrix. It consists in uses frames from different cameras to give the illusion of a really fast camera inside a slow scene. And to correct the error given by the distance of the cameras, you can see that is not good the video. To correct this error, there is a technique called frame interpolation. The frame interpolation is the creation of a third frame from the analysis of two pre-existing frames. In this way, we have a smoother movement of the camera. And to have an easier interpolation, the camera must shoot at a high frame rate per second, at least 120. And in this way, we don't have motion blur, and the analysis is better. After that, we must create a 3D background, recreate the camera movement inside the 3D background, and then we have the final scene. Another effect that doesn't use the green screen is the rotoscoping. It consists in cutting off manually, this time, frame by frame, something from a scene and put it into another scene. I realized a short scene with my friend to show how does it work. First of all, I filmed my friend in different positions lying on the ground, and I froze these frames and cut them off. And blended them with a clean plate. A clean plate is a clean background where I can add everything I want. After that, I cut frame by frame my friend from the scene. In this way, he doesn't overlay with the other frozen frames. Then I added a little shadow to give the illusion he is jumping over himself, while actually he is jumping nothing. And then I color corrected it. This is the raw footage. I increased the contrast, had an orange filter on the right, and a green one on the left to give the scene a more cinematic look. And after that, I'd like to show you a short action scene I tried to shoot with my friends. A little bit homemade, but the aim is to show you how many difficulties and how many passages we have to respect to achieve the final result.
curriculum di studi da lei compiuti e valutata l'esposizione della prova finale, attribuisce la votazione di 110 su 110 a cui ha ricevuto la lode. Per l'autorità conferitemi dal direttore, professor Paolo Proietti, la proclamo dottoressa in mediazione linguistica. Onorevoli, la Commissione ha considerato il curriculum di studi da lei compiuto e valutata l'esposizione della prova finale, attribuisce la votazione di 102 su 110. Per l'autorità conferitemi dal direttore, professor Paolo Proietti, la proclamo dottore in mediazione. La Commissione, considerato il curriculum di studi da lei compiuto e valutata l'esposizione della prova finale, attribuisce la votazione di 110 su 110 a cui ha aggiunto la lode. Per l'autorità conferitemi dal direttore, professor Paolo Proietti, la proclamo dottoressa in mediazione. Considerato il curriculum di studi da lei compiuto e valutata l'esposizione della prova finale, attribuisce la votazione di 98 su 110. Per l'autorità conferitemi dal direttore, professor Paolo Proietti, la proclamo dottore in mediazione. Signorina Borsani, la Commissione, considerato il curriculum di studi da lei compiuto e valutata l'esposizione della prova finale, attribuisce la votazione di 101 su 110. Per l'autorità conferitemi dal direttore, professor Paolo Proietti, la proclamo dottoressa in mediazione. Signorina Moia, la Commissione, considerato il curriculum di studi da lei compiuto e valutata l'esposizione della prova finale, attribuisce la votazione di 101 su 110. Per l'autorità conferitemi dal direttore, professor Paolo Proietti, la proclamo dottoressa in mediazione linguistica.
Video esplicativo, calzini a righe, un vero locker, sempre anche la Laurea, quando è dottore porta le calzini a righe.
No comment.
Puoi anche tirare su la ripresa.
No, sto fermo così, sono senza parole.
Viva le calzine a righe.
Pausa pranzo.
Minchia, voglio la poltrona fatta a figa o quella panino da mettere in casetta?
Anzi, devo fare io il boss dei cattivi.
Sorridete,
Mettevo
ti spari sopra.
Esatto. Il boss dei cattivi.
È a pippo.